Yes. Greetings to all. In this session, we are going to see about exception handling in Python. Exception handling in Python. Before entering into the exception handling in Python, we must be very clear about what an exception is. An exception is an error which will occur during the execution of the program. That is, in the real environment, there may be a possibility of error that may occur while the program is executed. We have to handle this error without stopping the execution of the program. That is, the program has to be executed even though some errors occurs. For this, we must know how to handle this particular program. For handling this exception, for handling this error, we must be clear about exception handling. This exception handling has four main blocks: the try block, except block, else block, and finally block. The try block actually has the code that you are predicting for an error. The except block handles the error, that has the code that handles the particular error which have been found in your program. The else block will be executed if there is no exception, that is, if there is no error in your program. Then the finally block will be executed even if there is an error, nor there is not an error in your program. So these are the four blocks which we will be using in an exception handling. But in this, we must be very clear about two things. One is the try and another one is except. The try block has the actual code. The except block has the method of handling that particular exception. We can have more number of except in a single try statement. Right? This is actually the syntax. The syntax goes like this: the try followed by a colon, then the code which you predict that an error may occur during the execution of the program. This is except statement which is going to handle that predicted error. This is the else statement which will be executed when no error is found. This is a finally statement which will be executed which will be executed even if there is an error or not. Let me go to the program which I have already here. So this is actually the program. So here I am having a code. I am getting two input, one is A and the other one is B, and I am dividing A by B, and the result I am going to store it in C. Then I am printing the C as an output. Let me execute this program. So I am going to run this module. So it is asking for a number. I am going to give 8 followed by 2. I am going to divide the number 8 by 2. So I got a result 4. What happened? Now I am going to again run this program. It is asking for an input. I am going to give 8. I am going to give 0. What happens? An error occurred. So I have to handle this error. Instead of actually my program stops its execution and popped me an error. Now I am going to handle this error by using an except statement. See, I have inserted that particular block of statement inside the try. So this is the block which I expect that there may be an error while dividing it. Similarly, I am handling this exception by giving a print statement: no value can be divisible by 0. My program will not stop, it will execute till the end. Now you can watch this. I'm going to run the same program again. See, I'm going to give 8 as an input. I'm going to give 0 as an input. What happens? The error which popped out over here have not popped in my new program. It has given me a message, that is, my program executed well even though an error occurs, right? This is known as divisible by error. There is another type of error which may occur in the same program. I will show you. So I am running this program again. So it's asking for me a number. What happens? I am not going to give a number. Instead of number, I am going to give a character or and giving enter. What happens? A pop-up error occurs. I can also handle this error. Instead of giving a number, I have given an OR. That is, the value which I have feeded into that particular A is incorrect. That is in value error. So I can also handle this error using the statement called value error in the except. So you can find I am having more number of except. That is, I am using the second except statement in the same program, same try. A try can have more number of except statement. Here I am expecting a value error. If a value error occurs, I have to handle it with this except statement. Now I am going to run the same program. Instead of giving a number, I am going to give a number called OR. I am giving an alphabet OR. What happens? The program executed by popping me a message, enter a numeric value. So this is how we have to handle the error using try, except, else and finally. Thank you for watching this session.